Guys, talk about just a little bit about what happened down the stretch there.
We didn't play consistently enough on defense at the end. They got a couple easy layups and a couple open threes, and they hit the shots that they needed to hit, and that's a credit to them, and that's a discredit to our defense in the stretch.
It was a great team. They hit some very timely shots. I felt like we didn't take care of the ball at the end myself. We had a turnover at the wrong time, and that's going to get you beat.
What was it that Smith was doing down the stretch? I mean, he had those 2 big threes, and then, of course, he had another, I believe he had 8 points, and it seemed like a span of about 45 seconds to a minute there coming down the stretch. What was he doing differently that he wasn't doing at the game, or was he just hitting at the right time?
Well, he wasn't on the floor. He was a foul trouble in the first half, so, I mean, that helped us out a lot. And he had to play. He played the whole second half, I believe, so, I mean, he was on the court now.
Talk about the rebounding difference. Because you guys were playing fantastic in the first half. Second half, it seemed to be a little bit different story. What were they doing differently in the second half than what you say I saw in the first half? Warren?
Well, they got to the loose balls better than we did, and 50-50 balls, and they won that battle, and that turned out to be the difference in the game.
You had that nice baseline jumper, and then there was a turnover, and you fed Shivaughn for a layup. At that point, did you all feel like you had the momentum?
Oh yeah, it was a good momentum play, but then they come back down, we gave up a 3 or something, and they basically took the momentum right back. So it was something we had to fix.
What's the frustration when the shots just aren't falling in crunch time like that, and you go through a long scoreless stretch, and you start pressing more, and does that kind of compound the problem?
No, that's not what happened. We got the shots we want, and towards the end we had some turnovers at the end, so we didn't even get any shots, and then they got a couple baskets, and so right there we just started going for threes, and that was the game right there.
Obviously, you got to put this one behind. I know it's been a couple of rough weeks for you guys with regards to wins and losses, but now you go on the road, you take on a team that's beat you guys here a couple of weeks ago. Just talk about mindset now going up to Gardner-Webb, knowing that you guys virtually have to pull out the W up there on the road.
Well, the same mindset. You got to move forward, and we'll look back at the game against Gardner-Webb. That's the only time we'll look back. It's past games for teams we're about to play, but we'll look back and try to fix some things that we did wrong. And we looking back at that game a couple weeks ago, we left a lot of points on the floor, so we have some things that we can look forward to doing Saturday.
On a positive note, Shivaughn, you were really aggressive tonight, and did you come out just with the mindset of being more active, getting to the rim?
No, I was trying to score within our offense and get the looks I can get within our offense. I felt like I was taking good shots.
Today, just like the Gardner-Webb game, a lot of three-point shots going down for the other team. Is that something you feel like you're running into a hot team, or is that sort of indicative of what you guys need to do better on defense?
Well, yeah, they didn't do anything. We were surprised though. We knew they were a 3-point shooting team, them and Gardner-Webb. So we got to do a better job with our consistency on defense and take away the looks, because they didn't do anything special tonight, other than make the shots.
Anything else, please, too? Thank you.
Coach, you guys start with an opening statement, and then we'll open for questions.
Well, it was a dogfight as we anticipated, and they came up with a win. I thought that there were a lot of factors in the game. I thought Keon Moore's performance really in the first half really just was propelling him, and then we came back and we got the lead, but Andrew Smith's 2 threes, and I have to see the film to see how he got open, because our job was to stay attached to it. He scored 8 points, but those 2 threes were big, and I thought loose balls were theirs. That bothers me somewhat, because those are the things that we got to come up with. But you don't just look at your bigs in that. We got to be diving and getting after it with regards to it. We didn't make shots that we needed to make, and in the end, Winthrop wins the basketball game. And we've dropped 2 home games. Certainly for the regular season race, we've got a lot of work to do this second half. It's a log jam, but we've got to start playing better, as we see every night. Every night is just a tough deal. It's just a tough deal. So not anything we didn't expect, but it's going to be this way down the stretch, and we got to dig a little bit deeper, because they dug a little bit deeper than we did tonight.
What was the most frustrating thing offensively those final 4 minutes and change when you just weren't scoring?
Well, the ball wasn't going down, but it didn't go down much the whole night. But You know, it's one of those nights where the shots are not dropping. You know, shots are going for them, but you gotta take that stuff away. I mean, I still don't, and I don't understand loose balls, and I don't understand, you know, getting threes as easy as they got them when we're supposed to be attacked. We know they're gonna take them. They took our threes away. They took our threes away. You look at the game, you know, they took our threes away. We didn't take their threes away. And they got too many, you know, they got too many loose balls, too many 50-50 balls. They deserve to win.
Judge, I mean, you just alluded to the whole frustration of the loose balls and then winning that battle, and that's exactly what Warren alluded to. He said that was pretty much the ball game there. They got the ones that we should have got, and we didn't get them, and there they go.
You get second and third possessions, that ball's bouncing around, you better go get it. You know, it's just I don't understand it, but it's something we gotta deal with. But, you know, we're gonna have to play better at home. We gotta go on the road and try to make something happen. We can't worry about home next week. And we all know what we got Saturday. I mean, one of the teams that came in here beat us pretty good. But, you know, the league's good, guys. I mean, I will just say this, the league is very, very good. You can see how they beat Clemson. You know, I mean, it's just this way every night. And, you know, it's that good of a league. It's just the way it is. We gotta play, you better bring it. If you just drop down a little bit and somebody brings their A game, you're gonna lose.
What's your main frustration right now? Not necessarily with this game, just kind of the way the last
Loose
3 or
balls.
4 games been.
Loose balls, you know, loose balls, little stuff.
Coach, it looked just, at the end, a little lackadaisical, on offense and defense. Was it a different mindset? Was anything, you know, were they too comfortable or just?
I don't think
didn't go your
things
way?
were going away. I think there's a lot of frustration. I think, you know, things weren't going the way that they wanted to go. And, you know, fall behind, you know, we dropped our head a little bit. And, you know, if you lose your confidence, you know, I think it's confidence. Right now, we're not a confident basketball team. We're not a confident team. We gotta get our confidence back. Still believe in this team, but we gotta get some confidence.
You had to be pleased with the rebounding, at least in the first half, because it seems like you were holding those guys to at least one possession there a majority of the half, which gave you guys a little boost and kept you in the game. In the second half, it seeed like it was a different story, however.
Well, that's right. Loose balls and rebounds started going the other way. And, you know, that's part of, you know, that's part of possessions. And the way that they shoot the basketball, if you give them second and third opportunity, whether it's a loose ball or an offensive rebound, I mean, 12 offensive rebounds is just too many. You know, they're gonna say the same thing. We got 12 offensive rebounds. That's too many. It's just too many. He'll be saying the same thing to his team, but that's too many. We had that same problem in Asheville.
Anything further?